Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to my review of the supernatural episode Southern Comfort. And so, I've been hoping, of course, this entire season that, well, Sam leaving Dean in purgatory would be explained. And we do get a tiny little explanation why. Because Sam was going down into breakdown. And so he did not look for Dean because I guess it must have been too painful to keep on trying to get your brother out of a type of hell. Yeah, this thing's paining me too much. I'm not going to do it. Don't know. And the main mystery this week was, well, there's been some sort of specter that's making people kill each other, and so they have to find the object. And Garth comes back. Now, I admit I have not seen every single Supernatural episode, so I didn't see the one, I guess, where Garth first appeared in, so for me this was my first look at Garth. And he was awesome. He's a nice bubbly personality while knowing about the hells of this world, so I thought that was pretty damn cool. And the thing was, the object was a coin from the tomb of the unknown soldier. And so when Garth picks it up, after Dean and Sam have a breaking out of sorts, where Dean basically gets it off his chest about, "You've done all this shit, and you left me to purgatory to rot." So once that whole scene's gone with, Garth picks it up and nothing affects him, and I was like, but it turns out that Garth was such a happy, bubbly person that he didn't have a grudge against anyone, not even Dean, who was being a gigantic asshole this episode. Especially to Garth, because Garth was just trying to be nice, and Dean thought that Garth was trying to take the place of Bobby. And Garth even explained to Dean that, "Hey, jerk face," I'm paraphrasing, being much more rude than Garth does. "Hey, jerk face. Bobby wasn't only yours and Sam's. He was all of ours." So yeah. I think my favorite scene for this episode was after the commercial break, where you get to see how the coin came into each of the people's possession. It was really interesting. I loved the music. I had been sort of not paying attention that much to TV because it was commercial. Now, yes, I DVR it, but I still watch commercials. Don't ask me why. I don't have any fucking idea. So, it's coming off commercial, and suddenly I hear this nice song, and I'm like, it's the show! And it was the music, how they showed everything. It went by fast, and I wish it went on longer because that was my favorite scene of the entire episode, just how everything moved, the music. It was a really, really lovely scene. I don't know the name of the song, though I remember hearing it millions of times before. Now, more of Sam's dealing with Amelia are shown. And they're sort of nice. They're showing more of the breaking apart of Sam and Amelia, which is a little bit sad, I admit. Shows that by the end, Sam had finally admitted to Amelia what had happened. And I'm assuming they break up because Sam, I think it might have been the first episode this season, said, well, there was a girl and then there wasn't. So, did she die? Did she move away? We'll see what happens with that. Let's see, what else? What else? This is a good episode. I like the mythology of the unknown soldier, because I have heard like a little bit about it, but I didn't know that much about it, and I don't know how truthful the whole thing is that if that was that one brother. But I felt that that was sort of a nice little parallel between Dean and Sam and the mission, the hunt, whatever. Because there are two brothers on opposite sides, and right now Dean and Sam aren't exactly nice and happy-dory together. Yeah. And I'm hoping they will get back together. Not relationship couples, and not a Winchester. I hope that they get over their differences, and yeah, that they become the brothers in the beginning that were close. And Dean's going through his own hell, and I like how it was Dean who was chosen to get infested by the Spectre and not Sam, because Sam was very cool. Because Dean, to me, was being sort of the voice of the audience there, because I think a bunch of us have been yelling at Sam for, why didn't you do it? And so now Sam's giving us a voice, Dean's giving us a voice and yelling at Sam. And I don't feel that Sam really answered all that well. He was just like, yeah, I did, so what? So I hope there's a much better explanation, though I'm glad that we're continuing to see flashbacks of what happened before. And Sam did make a good point. Why are you trusting Benny so much and ratting on me for trusting something else? No, you're ratting me about Amelia while you go and be hunky-dory with Benny the vampire. Yeah, that's actually a good point. And Dean defends himself by saying, hey, we got through basically hell and back. Well, purgatory and back, but you know what I mean. So they got through purgatory to back together, and they feel sort of close. So I'm really hoping Benny stays a good guy, and the bond between Dean and Benny grow. I don't want them to be a couple, mind you. I just want them to be, if by the end of this, well, I just want a new person on the team. Though, for the promo for next week, Cass is back. And it's really funny how the promo started, because that's basically how the promo started. The words, Cass is back. I was like, of course I had known that earlier yesterday. And I really thought Cass was going to be in this episode, so when he wasn't, I'm like... But then I saw the promo for next week being Cass. I was like, I'm a little Cass fangirl. Yada, 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 yada. So, long story short, Supernatural Southern Comfort, very good episode, especially the one music scene, which was very well filmed. Congratulations to who was in charge of that and who did the editing for that. Because I edit my shit, not, these vlogs, but other things. And it's held edit, so that was very well edited, so good job. And I have been Jashykins owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. And if you want to contact me for whatever foolish reasons you can figure, and you want to contact me outside of my blog or YouTube, you can do so at facebook.com/jashykins fanpage or on Twitter at jashykins. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, subscribe, like, comment below. If you're viewing this on my blog, thank you just for watching, and comment below, of course. And if you want to help to support this if you want to help support this blog that just doesn't do episode reviews, but written series, review series, a bunch of other stuff, you can do so by going to the donate box, and you have two ways of donating. You can use the handy dandy donate button, or you can go to the link below to my cafe press shop and buy something. Now, I plan to get this month's design that no one will buy out later today or tomorrow. I'm not really certain. I know I finally figured out the phrase I'm going to use, and that's why it was taking a little longer than normal, because I couldn't figure out the phrase. And until next video, have a happy day and goodbye.